hope traders and investors alike were green yesterday. I hope the investors are well hedged. There are ways using options that you can protect your positions. Yesterday we had Powell come out. We had the Fed meeting, the 0.75 hike. Some of the charts look like we may see a day or two, a little push up to let indicators cool off. As of right now, we have gapped down to a new 52-week low. So this is exactly why we don't recommend holding anything, taking anything home overnight. This is a day trading market. So I'm sure there was a lot of traders who will possibly be stopped out because of the push yesterday, thinking that it would be a good idea to hold. A lot of charts did look good at the end of yesterday. Tesla looked really good. Boeing looked good. So let's see what those charts look like now. This is AMC, that nice green candle yesterday put us right into a trend line. If you're into a trend line, most likely, there's a good chance that we're going to take the path of least resistance, which would be down because it's got to struggle to get above that trend line. So we did get over top to 9 and 20. You still got your 50 here to get over. Still got your 200. See what the 15-minute chart looks like. This is crude. We did lose the 9 yesterday. Still holding the 20. MACD starting to look bearish. Rising gas prices. It's hard to believe crude's pulling back. That trip to Saudi Arabia probably has something to do with this. Yesterday and today, Biden is in Saudi Arabia. They're talking oil and crude prices and asking if they will pump more. The put-to-call ratio, yesterday we were at 130. Today we're at a 103. So that has cooled off, but it is still in the bearish zone. This is the McLaren oscillator for the NASDAQ. Yesterday we were below 200. Right now we are still at negative 65, 61. This is the neutral zone. So we have lost our oversold there. This is the New York Stock Exchange, the McLaren for the New York Stock Exchange. We are now at a negative 135. Still a little hot. 200's hot. We were down around 250 yesterday. So we have cooled off considerably. The US dollar, we had this cup here, and we tested the resistance level, pushed up through it a little bit. Looks like we're possibly, maybe, we had a red candle yesterday, looking like at the time that we may pull back and put in a handle, waiting on the 9 to catch up to push us up. With the gap down today, the dollar may not wait and go ahead and push. It's one of the reasons I was thinking maybe we would get a little short rally here, seeing the dollar bread yesterday, thinking it may pull back to catch up with the 9 to actually form a handle for the cup. I didn't believe that we would get an oversold rally enough to take anything home. Also, the VIX has been acting weird, but it's finally starting to catch up with the market. So we had like a divergence in the VIX and the S&P, and not yesterday, Monday, it finally sprung and kind of caught up with the market. And now it did, as the market pushed yesterday, the VIX did cool off. So the thing is to see what it does today. We're still holding our major moving averages here. There's a good chance that we could push back up to the 35 level if the market pulls down. Been struggling at the 35 level. Every time it gets there, it's like it's hitting a wall. So that's kind of the price target for now if we do push up. Not saying it can't take that out, but since it's been there several times, it's hitting it like a wall, that would be the price target. So if you're taking UVXY calls today, the VIX is the tool to watch. That's the instrument that it trades with. So the 35 on the VIX would be where I'd be looking to take profits if I took UVXY calls today. Apple, you can see we did push up yesterday with Apple as well. A lot of assets did push up after the meeting. Apple wasn't as strong as a lot of other assets here. It did push up, closed, but it wasn't. So what I'm trying to say is the range. It wasn't a lot of range in the movement, but you kind of followed the market. The market didn't have a great deal of range yesterday until after the meeting. That's when we started to finally move. Avi, we come down. We've been looking at this in a bearish mindset. We've come down. We landed on support. This big move down, I would expect for this to push back up, catch up with the 9, maybe even come, because we have a high, a lower high, a lower high. So, and lower lows, lower low, lower low. Big move down. I would expect this to push up and try to catch up with the 9 at some point before it takes its next leg down. It's hard to say what anything's going to do today. This market is so screwy. It's hard to follow any kind of a signal because it just isn't playing by the rules. And this is why we don't recommend holding anything overnight. Get in, make your money and get back out. Short-term plays right now. So you got AMD. We've been bearish on AMD for a while. Even when we got this push up, we know it wasn't going to last long. I've been bearish on AMD all year. I know a lot of people don't like hearing that. A lot of people love AMD and NVIDIA. We have been bearish on the semis all year. So we pulled down. We did push up yesterday. We're going to see a lot of candles like this. A lot of assets push yesterday with the market. Affirm, same thing, pushing back up. Wasn't even quite strong enough to retest the resistance level. So you have Affirm here. You can see the 15-minute chart. It has gapped down right on top of this little support here. If you were to draw a line, you can see we're lining up right there. So Affirm's on support. The thing to look for today is, are we going to take out yesterday's low? And on the SPY, we already have. So as your assets take out yesterday's low, if we remain bearish, that is the spot to watch. So bearish below yesterday's low. Before I would even think about going bullish, I would have to be above, unless I was scalping, I would have to be above all my major moving averages. AMC, big gap down. This closed strong yesterday. AMC had a strong day. It ripped, pulled back to support, gave us a shakeout candle, shot up and chopped around right there during the meeting. And even after the meeting, formed a nice little ascending triangle. Gap down this morning, gap right down, outside of the BBs. You can see it right there. We're on the outside of the BBs, just free falling back to support. AMD 15-minute, you can see this traded very flat until the meeting. We started to move. Very tight range. We got above all our moving averages here. This red moving averages at 200. We were able to get above that. Now we have gap down, and you can see we are below yesterday and working on Monday's low now. Or, I'm sorry, Tuesday's low. Amazon got this little inverted cup here. Nothing textbook. Basically, you had a double bottom here. You pushed. We called for bearishness right there on that candle the day of the split. So that was a very bearish candle. Probably going to be pulling back. We got that. We pulled all the way back, right back to do a triple bottom here on the support level. Pushed off of it yesterday. Along with a lot of the market. Actually traded this yesterday. Sent out trade alerts for that. So this is the support area here. We're back to it, tested it this morning, and went below it. So we took out Tuesday's low already. Very bearish market we're in. This is Boeing. Boeing has had a really nice 2-day move. Had some plane deliveries, and it's just been running. You can see the MACD's trying to turn bullish here on the daily. This is the 15-minute chart. You can see it's had a very nice run. Just like the rest of the market, we gapped down to support here, lost this. Right now, the 50 on the 200 support, and it's 5:13 in the morning, 5:13 a.m. on East Coast. The market is not looking very well right now. And we had some really nice setups. Some of these charts look nice coming into today, and the market is just not cooperating. But honestly, we talked about this in the Discord yesterday. Even though yesterday wasn't quite resembling last Fed meeting, we knew that things were possible because last Fed meeting we pushed and then snatched back big time. So this was on everybody's radar. What's happening right now, we were kind of, We had laid out a game plan for it. Cliff, you can see we pulled down. We've been bearish on Cliff since right here. Got a big pullback. Put in a bear flag right here. So actually right now we've just broke out of a bear flag. Things free fell so much it was outside of the BBs. Now, or yesterday, got us back into the Bollinger Bands. Nucor had some news yesterday. Can't remember exactly what the news was, but that actually pushed metal stocks a little bit. CVX, Chevron, we lost the 50 yesterday, so these oil names are falling apart. Going to start looking for short plays on them, unfortunately. The price of gas, I'm having a hard time believing that these names are not holding up. Like I say, maybe the trip to Saudi Arabia has something to do with this. So this is Chevron on the 15-minute chart. You can draw a trend line right on top of this yesterday's move. So we pulled back all day yesterday on Chevron. This was a very tradable move. So when the market was pushing up during the meeting, this thing actually pushed down and never took that trend line out. Very tradable move. Kind of wish I would have had this on my chart or on the screen yesterday. This is one I was not watching yesterday because I would have definitely played that trend line. And you can see even pre-market, we pushed down, pushed up, some wild action here. ExxonMobil, once again, wild action, come up, opened up yesterday, pulled back, tested support, pushed up, tested resistance, pulled back, chopped around during the meetings and got right back in between that support and resistance level. This morning, we have gapped down big time. I told everybody when these oil names fall apart that we were going to get some epic short plays out of them, and that's exactly what we're getting ready to do. We are going to still make money on them. GME had a decent day yesterday. You can see, come up, pushed into resistance here. Once again, these levels, or they were already on the chart. If you've been watching, you can see down here the 130.90 is resistance. We did take that out a little bit, but if you've been paying attention and taking notes on the videos, you would have known when we pushed yesterday, be like, hey, I have a resistance level there. I need to be careful, see what kind of reaction I get at this level. And you could have been ready to take profits. QQQ, just like everything else, we had a big pullback, kind of waffled around Tuesday, push yesterday with the meeting, and this morning we have gapped down with this as well. As you can see, big gap down. TLT, the 20-year bond, we've been short on this since we drew the bear flag. IWM, we've been short on this one since we drew the bear flag, and we said that we could get a move down to the bottom of the flag. That's exactly what we got. A move down right to the bottom of the flag. Push yesterday on the meeting, and you can see right here on the 15-minute, we have gapped down. Looks like we are below Tuesday's low here. So right now, Tuesday's low would be resistance. If we try to push up, we're looking for Tuesday's low to act as resistance, possibly get a bear flag, take another next leg down. The path to least resistance on a lot of these charts, unfortunately, would be down. Where we pulled down, we have a lot of moving averages above us. So the path to least resistance would be to continue down lower, which is nothing we haven't been expecting. We're expecting the market to move lower. We were hoping to get an oversold push for a few days, but we're expecting the market to move lower. So nobody in our Discord is surprised. MRL, you can see same action yesterday. We opened, tested support, pushed up, ended up taking support out, closed right on support, gap down this morning in pre-market. Same action. Facebook, same action we've seen on the rest of these charts. Tuesday's candle, red, come down to the bottom of the wedge. We actually set on one of the weekends. I believe the video over the weekend to watch for a move down to the bottom of this wedge, possibly getting a bounce. It's exactly what we got with the FOMC meeting. You know, Big Daddy Powell give the numbers the market wanted to hear. But as of right now, Facebook is down too with the rest of the market. You can see we've gapped down here right on this little support line. So that would be the area to hold. See if we hold this 163.77. If we lose 163.77, then we're looking for bearish plays. Anything that can happen between now and 9:30, but this is giving everybody a very early pre-market idea.
Good morning. Advancing a market update.
Market update.
Futures down 87. The Dow futures down 562. Nasdaq down 322. Crude is down 4 cents at 113.05. Gold is up $15.60 at $1,835. Bitcoin futures down 280 at 21,345.
That is
this morning. Kroger, KR, CMC, Commercial
earnings
Metals,
from Kroger,
ABL, Jabil,
CMC,
closed, ADBE,
Adobe.
Coming up at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, the Bank of England rate decision at 8:30. Building permits, housing starts, Philly Fed manufacturing index, and jobless claims at 10:30. Natural gas storage at 11:30. The 4-week and 8-week bill auctions.
That is a market update and giving us some catalyst ideas. That is one of our new squawks. We run 2 squawks during the day to keep us highly informed, to make trading decisions and to catch catalyst. So we have Microsoft here. Microsoft's been snaking around. We got below the support level, which becomes resistance. Was resistance yesterday. So pushing off of that level, pulling back off of that level would honestly be no surprise on a normal day. MRO daily chart testing the 50. Oil's looking bearish here. Oxy looking bearish here. Oxy daily chart, same setup. You know, we got below the 50, tested the 50. Look at that tight candle from Tuesday. Below the 50. There's no place to hide right now in the market. There's just really no place to hide. PLTR is falling wedge type play that we were able to catch. Tuesday had a spinning top, pushed up yesterday on the meeting. Watch the 9 and the 20 for resistance on the daily. I'm expecting this to be a lower high for another continued move down. Today may be the day we're going to go in and swing that. And as you can see right here, we have gapped down and we are holding 782 right now. I'm looking for Tuesday's low, which I don't have a price for. Got Monday's low down here at 778, so we're not far. Actually, that's not Monday's low. I apologize. That's not Monday's low. That candle, that tag is on the wrong candle. Looks like that's on that candle. What we need down here at 755 was Monday's low. So there's a good chance we're going to take that support out there at 755 on the way down. We will be watching that today. It's probably going to be one that we send out a trade alert for. SoFi, you know, gap down. And you can see right here, SoFi been respecting this trend line, pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. I apologize. I know there's a lot of people out there who like SoFi, but I'm just reading the chart. This is a shakeout candle down here. It's a pullback, shook it out. We expected a push up off of that candle. Got it Tuesday. FOMC meeting yesterday, traded very, very flat. Very tight price action there. The SPY, you can see this candle pattern's actually 3 red crows or something along them lines. Very bearish. Pullback yesterday, FOMC meeting, tried to push up. This morning we have gapped down to a new multi week low, 52-week low. Took out yesterday's low. Um, we are bearish on the market today as long as we stay at these levels. Watching yesterday's low, actually watching the previous low for resistance, have a fib level at 371.16. So that would be the major level resistance I'm hoping to retest and get a pullback on. Not that I'm hoping for a pullback, but I'm a trader, guys. Tesla, one bearish event after another, and the chart just continues to hold in. I was able to get 4 trades on it yesterday. All 4 trades sent out to trade alerts. It's moving fast during that meeting. Some great trades. I was thinking Tesla may want to push here. You can see we put in this little rounded bottom here on the 15. Now it's a 15-minute chart, so it's not like that rounded bottom would give us a move back to all new highs or anything. But there's a good chance that we could get a move off from it. And you can see we've gapped down holding the 200. So right now the area to watch would be the 200. If we lose the 200, we're looking for a bearish opportunity. Actually been bearish on it, been trading it both directions, but with all the news coming in, I've been expecting it to pull back. The split's the good news. Now they're talking FUD about Mr. Musk lying about production numbers, and just being honest here, I respect a man, but we've been talking about in the Discord, we just don't know how he keeps hitting his numbers. Every time we get numbers come in, it's like, wow, how's he doing it when everybody else is falling apart? And he continues to have incredible numbers. With China shut down, he's continuing to have incredible numbers. Just a little unreal. And now he is being accused of misleading investors, putting out false numbers. Upstart, the last 2 days have been really flat. We called for a short play off of this double top here, took the neckline out, and we have been stalling. So draw your line right through here to the bottom of this neckline. The 9's on its way down. That is a level I would expect to get a retest on and a further push down. You can see Upstart's already gapping down with the market. You can see the last 2 days how flat it's been trading. When something's trading like that, there's other stuff in the market that's a better opportunity. Probably coming off the list, Wells Fargo. The banks had very, very, very heavy put flow yesterday. I have not had time to go over the option flow or the dark pool activity to give you guys any kind of updates on that. I do know very heavy put flow was coming in yesterday for the banks. That was a sign, because banks are supposed to do good during inflation, and we got some plays off banks doing good during inflation, but they don't do well during an aggressive environment when it comes to inflation. So that's why the banks have made this massive pullback. Wells Fargo, we tried to trend up yesterday, and we did. We went into a trend and we trended up nicely. No big range, no big movements, but we did push up a little bit yesterday. But this morning we have gapped down. Watching, already took out yesterday's low, looks like. Right now, watching for Tuesday's pre-market low and the opening candles to see if we get a reaction there, maybe some support there. If not, we're looking for a bearish play on Wells Fargo, possibly the banks. ExxonMobil, you can see the daily chart, still below this 20. This is one of the stronger names when it comes to energy. Watch to see if maybe we can get a bounce off this 50 here. If you continue to draw this line out, this trend line right here that we forms ascending triangle, draw this line out and see if we can retest, see if maybe we get a test there and another push. The MACD has turned bearish. Does not look good for the energy names right now, honestly. And with the prices of gas steady going up, I'm a little surprised on that one. There's simply just no place left to hide in this market. Zim, we tried to push up the last couple of days. The daily chart, we'll look at it in a minute. We can see how we have crashed, losing levels at a fast rate right now. The SPY is trying to come back up and retest at 371.16 right now, the fib level, expecting a move down off of that level. You can see them, we were looking for a bullish push here, never got it, and ended up pulling back. I don't know if some news come in on this or not. I've still not heard anything, but something happened for it to drop down like this when it was such a strong stock. It was a beast, steady, pushing higher. So we lost to 200 here, took it back yesterday, or I'm sorry, Tuesday. Yesterday we tried to push up, and as you can see, we are gap down this morning. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you can find something useful here. Make sure you're taking notes of these levels. There's plenty of trading opportunities here, especially if you're a new trader. We have group members who are, Discord members who are working, actually trading some of these assets using the levels we're pointing out. They're just busy with work. And when they do get the opportunity to trade, it's a big help for them to have predetermined levels to help them understand the charts. I hope everybody is green today. Please protect your capital. Remember, trader discipline is key. It's key to your success. Have a good day, everyone. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the trading room.